What's up, everybody? I just wanted to do a quick review on this here fixed blade. I showed it in a short and one of my other videos that I did. It is the Buck 853 Selkirk. I'm a big fan of this knife. I'm a very big fan of this knife. It is, I think it's $89.99, brand new from Amazon, Buck's website, probably places like Cabela's and stuff like that. I picked this knife up at Bimart for $45. It was $44.99. Great deal. And I just couldn't pass it up. To start off, we got I want to say Kydex. It feels like Kydex. It could be polymer. I would need to look at the specifics. I will drop them in the video. But off the top of my head, I want to say it's Kydex. Kydex sheath with a thumb catch on it, which is great for carrying on the waist. It appears to be, I've not changed it up because I'm right-handed. It's an ambidextrous belt loop on it, so you could switch the belt loop over to the other side and carry it. If you're left-handed, you could switch this over on the other side, and then you could draw it with your left hand, which just feels wrong. It has the loops on it for, if you wanted to carry it as a thigh carry or an appendix carry or a boot carry. I don't know why you'd want that, but you can. You have the option. And the knife itself it's just amazing. It has a Manicore. No, not Manicore. It's what the hell is the handle? I'll also drop that in the video because I cannot remember it off the top of my head. It's got a 420HC high carbon steel blade. Great steel. Takes an edge real well. Holds an edge real well. It is kind of a pain to sharpen if you don't have a good variety of stones. I can get it with my 700 grit Smith's stone. It's a great stone. You get a pretty razor. It's currently hair popping. I actually don't have any hair on my arm right now because of this knife. It is very sharp. And it's a good steel. I've got two knives in this steel. This is easily my favorite. The handle is super comfortable. The scales are really nice. The tang of the blade kind of obtrudes a little bit in the handle. If that bothers you, you can take some sandpaper to it, just kind of sand it down. It don't bother me personally. The butt plate on the knife is I want to say like a spider web kind of pattern. I'm not sure if it has a particular reason behind that, but I will say if you really needed to, you could probably bust some stuff with that. It feels pretty strong. The back of the blade, the spine of the blade has really nice, what the hell do they call this? These little grooves in the back to put your thumb for whittling or, skinning or cutting or whatever you got to do. Jimping. That's what that's called. It's called jimping. And this is technically a bushcraft knife. I carry it for all reasons. I carry it for a mix of self-defense, opening packages, and I have used it for some bushcraft stuff. And a good example of that would be this here stick. This is, I want to say, 1 3/4 inch piece of wood. It's nothing fancy. It's just wood. And I made a little toothpick out of it, a Shrek's toothpick, and it did a good job. I got this done in about 5 minutes. Cut it down to cut it in half right here. This piece of wood was 5.5 feet probably, and I cut it in half and just kind of whittled it down to this edge here. So it was still razor sharp, hair popping sharp, scarily sharp afterwards, and I was very impressed. And I wiped it off on the pant leg, put it in the sheath, and opened like I think 9 boxes later that day, like big boxes, and cut up a bunch of recycling, and it was still razor sharp, and I'm very impressed with it. Little features about this knife: the metal surrounding the scales is completely flush, and there is a pretty solid market online for buying aftermarket scales. You can pop these off and what do you call it? Paracord wrap the handle if you're not a fan of hard scales. I wouldn't advise doing that, but you can. You have that option. There's places, Amazon's the main place I've looked. They have them on eBay. Aftermarket scales. I could link some more knife specific websites for it, but the scales are customizable. You could buy them online, and I actually think I plan on doing that for this knife, and I do think I'm gonna pick another one of these knives up. So I'm not gonna lie, kind of a dumb move on my end. I got the knives mixed up. This knife is not very customizable. I was thinking of the Buck 662, the Scout. So yeah, that's on me. My bad. I did use the spine of the knife on a ferro rod, and it did a very good job striking up. No problem, as it should. It's a bushcraft knife. Good 90-degree angle on the back here. It's a nice thick blade. I want to say it's probably a, I don't know, probably a 20 hundredths of an inch. What the hell was that talking about? So it's pretty thick. It's a good little blade here. Yeah, no, that basically covers it. It's a great knife. I don't know if it's a universal thing, but by Mark, $45 might have just been on sale. I would say that even for the 90 that they ask for it, it is worth the money. A great knife, and you'll probably be seeing it in a lot more EDC showcases because I'm very, very impressed with it. It's been my EDC for about a week and a half now, and I am in love with this knife. Shout out to Buck for making great stuff. Every time they drop a knife, I'm very impressed with it. And yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching. Stay fun.